Hello again, let's do more business news. The Energy Commission says it will soon engage traders of imported fridges and other appliances to enforce the ban on importation of the product. Although the Commission admits second-hand fridges are smuggled into the country, it says engaging the traders is a first step closer to ending the menace. Hubert Zan is inspector in charge of the energy efficiency at the Energy Commission.
If you are bringing a consignment and you don't declare what you have, then you are smuggling the product. So they are aware that fridges are banned, but they find means of getting it in. And the only means is not to declare them. So these are things that have happened, and we have been very, very strong about this. We have set our men at the port to work with customs, and so far close to about 30,000 refrigerators have been seized. So even though you see these things also in the market, the next step is to go to the market and do the seizure from there. Because if there is a source and somebody is getting it at the end, and you stop the end, person from getting the source will have nobody to supply. And that is the way forward. So we are giving, as part of our work program, we will be engaging the importers on this. They are aware it's banned, so ideally we don't expect to see it. The next thing is the market. How do you get your stock? Informal engagement with them is that, we knew the ban was coming up, so we decided to stock some of them. You cannot falter them because you don't have any evidence. So the excuse they are giving now is that what you are seeing in La Paz, in Kaneshi, is not imported, but they are old stock. And I think there's a way forward. We will have to take inventory of what they have in an agreement with them, so that as time goes by, we don't expect your old stock to keep on increasing. And I think that will be the way forward. So officially, used fridges are banned. And when you go to Tema Port, the importers, everyone is aware. When you go through the GCNet system, there are no history or import history of refrigerators in commercial quantity, used refrigerators. So per Ghana standard, it's banned. Question is, physically, we are seeing it in the market, so we have to find a solution for the market. And we don't go violently. We think it's more of a dialogue that we should have with some of these shop owners.
But have you taken steps to have this dialogue, or would you say you need more help to enforce this ban?
No. So once it's a law, it's very clear on that. So for us, you have to indicate these things as part of your programs. And we are saying 2020 is part of our program to engage them and probably agree on a certain moratorium. We agreed on that with importers, and they had some grace period to import. Now it's banned. Same will happen to those who are selling. If you say it's old stock, for how long? Since 2012, you've had old stock up to 2020. So the only way to get to that end is to agree on an inventory. You open up, we come to your shop, you say you have old stock. We are not taking them, but we take inventory of what you have. And then we give you a grace period for selling.
Some commercial motor riders, popularly known as Okada, say any attempt by government to ban their trade will render them jobless. Interacting with a session of them at Circle in Accra, the operators say their livelihood is dependent on the Okada business, as they make as much as 150 Ghana cedis a day. Fred Go has more.
The debate is really getting heated. A number of people think government should take firm stance to ban Okada riding in this country. And others also, like those who are in this business, are saying no. They have no other job to do aside riding Okada. And this is what really put food on their table. And if government would rather consider regularizing it and structuring their operation, it would be much better than considering an outright ban.
We are all Ghanaians, so I don't know the kind of work he's expecting me to go and do. And I know a lot of bad boys from Konkomba, Agbogloshi. I've known these coastal areas and these bad areas. I know a lot of bad boys, criminals, robbers. But since Okada came, they've stopped because the Okada work. They do their work all right and they get money. If you are a Ghanaian, you are in the country, you don't have any work to do, what will you do? Since the time Okada came, have you ever heard of Kwashe before? Have you ever heard of it? How many times? But the time Okada no day, you go here today Kwashe Nima, Ashiyama, Konkomba, Agbogloshi, Circle. This time self, criminals they decrease for sec because Okada work day.
What will you say has been the benefit in terms of monetary terms? When you come a day, for instance, how much are you able to get before you close?
For that one, I will not say, man. I will not tell you. But things were really hard before I entered into Okada. Things were really hard.
They believe when government want to take tax from them, they are willing to pay.
A day I make like, let's say, normally a day 150 cedi a day. Yeah, that's what I make a day, 150 cedi.
In these 150 cities, the government didn't take any tax from you, right?
No, there's tax. I have road waiting insurance. You understand? So what tax again?
Okay, so recently the doctors from the Kolebu Teaching Hospital were saying that a number of you, some of you really, have been riding recklessly. So the accident is becoming too much. So they are calling on the government to ban the Okada riding. What do you make of this call?
No, they cannot ban it. Why should they ban it? Because of accidents. Accident is normal to have an accident. If you're a rider, you're supposed to, you know you are carrying a passenger, so you have to be careful. You understand? You don't ride anyhow. You understand? Accident is accident. That's why they call it accident. It happened. You understand? So if you're a rider, you're supposed to have two. If you're an Okada rider, you're supposed to have two helmets. And always you have to be careful.
Will you say this business is lucrative?
Yeah. Yeah, for me. You understand? That's what I do. I don't have any job anywhere. Yeah. So if they ban it, what else do they want us to do?
A number of them, as you can see behind me, are raising concerns. They are saying, should this Okada business be banned, they really have nowhere to go until government really put measures in place to provide them with work to do. Here at Circle, I am Fred Zuho for Joy Business.
Now, crude oil prices today on the commodity market was $64.17 a barrel. The commodity made a loss by negative $0.32. Gold sold at $1,554.69 an ounce with a profit of $8.30. Here's the figures in the commodity news. Business number. Before we go, a quick reminder that all marketing companies are expected to review their prices at the pump from tomorrow. That's according to the Executive Secretary of the Chamber of Petroleum Consumer, Dan Kanama. He's been telling us that he confirmed that from tomorrow prices will go up as much as by 3% per litre. So take note, when you go to the pump, you may pay more for your fuel. That's how we end business tonight. My name is Sandra Esenam Up, and of course you can get more news on our website myjoyonline.com/business. Do have a great evening.